We are live.
All right, it's good.
Okay,
um,
I'm coming. I'm coming. Wow.
hello,
Hello, everyone.
hello,
Hello,
Mr.
everyone.
Covenant.
How you guys doing?
I believe everyone is doing pretty
Yeah,
well.
Mr. Joseph, how you doing, sir?
I'm doing great. I'm
Yeah,
doing
yeah, yeah,
super
yeah.
great, and I
Now,
really
all
thank
right.
you.
Okay, everybody, listen up. All right. Where you're calling from or where you're watching from. So I'm super excited because our guest speaker is in the house. Woo! Mr. Joseph is in the house. So it's gonna be an amazing session with him. And I believe that you are with your own writing material. Look at it. I'm with my own writing material ready to gain value. So yeah, very good. So
Hello.
if you're online, kindly type hashtag live. Kindly type hashtag live, and if you're watching the replay, kindly type. All right, okay. I'm not seeing any comments here. I'm not seeing anything here. Probably you should allow StreamYard. Click on where it say allow StreamYard so that I can be able to see your comments. Very good. So over to you, Mr. Joseph. So if you have any question, kindly put in the comment section, and Mr. Joseph will be ready and willing to answer it. So over to you, Mr. Joseph.
Mr. Covenant, thank you very much, and good evening to you. I need to first start with
Yeah, good evening, sir.
appreciating the fact that you have given me this opportunity to speak to your community, speak in your community, and I believe that every other person that is watching this live video today or the replay would have a whole lot of things to benefit. When you contacted me and told me that you would like me to speak in your community about a paradigm shift, I was thinking about it. That paradigm shift. This is a huge topic. It is something that everybody deserves to have. If you think about it, your life would not really have meaning until you have a change of perspective. It does not really have meaning until you have a change of perspective. And I had to look at the topic you gave me specifically when you said creating a mind of impact, influence, and income. That is all that we crave for. Do you understand? Like, we all want to make an impact in our various field. We want to make an impact where we are in our environment or whatsoever. We want to be a sort of influence to somebody. We want to a whole lot of people want to make money, of course. I believe that you too want to make money. And every other person that is watching this today want to make a sensible amount of money as their income. And if you don't have a paradigm shift, if you don't have a shift from the kind of mindset that you are used to, you will not have that paradigm shift that you deserve. Please, I don't know if you are following me. And
Yes,
so
sir.
I thought
So
of,
I can hear you.
so I wrote out some things and I said, um, what, like a question, what is a mind of impact? Do you understand? What really is a mind of impact? It is a question, and I was pondering on all these things. Like, what is a mind of impact? When I look at myself, how do I how do I really conclude that I'm a source of impact to somebody else? And I realized that a mind of impact is a mind of value. Do you get it? A mind of
Mm,
impact is a
mm,
mind of value. So if you don't have value, you cannot have impact on somebody. So you must have something to offer. That's where the whole religious term of impartation comes in. Because if that value is not there, what then is the impact that you're having on the person? So I said, okay, if you have a mind of impact, then what is a mind of influence? What is a mind of influence? But I realized,
mm,
I don't know if it was consciously done by you, but I realized that if you don't have a mind of impact, you cannot have a mind of influence. You first have a mind of impact when you have value to offer to people. Then they appreciate the value that you have, and they know that, okay, Mr. Covenant is to dish out content every day, every week, and I can't help but to go and check this man's community to see what he has dished out today. He's giving value. Unconsciously, Mr. Covenant is influencing me. He's influencing my decision because he has impacted me. He has given me the value that I want. Mr. Covenant has given me the value that I want. And it is until people start to see that you can't make you cannot you cannot become a source of influence until you have you are a source of impact to somebody else. You cannot become a source of influence to anybody until you have become an impact to somebody else. Mr. Covenant, please, I noticed that I missed you the other time. Can you hear me?
oh, okay. Yeah, I can hear you. I can hear you. I can.
Okay, good. So I said that a mind of influence would not happen until a mind of impact has started. So the first stage of having
Mm,
this paradigm shift is to first have a mind of impact. What value do you want to offer to people? Everybody is created for something. So what value do you want to offer to people that will make you influential? When they notice that, there's nobody that does this kind of thing in my environment. So I only think is Mr. Covenant. I only think is Mr. Joseph. I only think is Mr. Kabiru or Mrs. Suliyat. Do you understand? Once they know that you are the only one that have this value to offer, you have become a source of influence. Now, when you ask, what then is a mind of income? How then do you create a mind of income? The moment you create a mind of impact and it is influential, automatically you have created a mind of income. The moment, I'll repeat this again, I notice that Mr. Covenant is off. The moment you create a mind of impact and you become influential, a mind of income will come in. And this is the paradigm shift that everybody needs. You need to know what you need to ask yourself, what can I offer? What is the value that I think I can offer to the world? What is the value that I think I can offer to the world? If you don't know the value that you think you can offer, you would just keep roaming around the world, blaming somebody for the problem that you are facing. So I think this topic is something that everybody need. Having a paradigm shift, having a paradigm shift that influences a mind of impact, influence, and income. So, Mr. Covenant, I noticed that you're off, and I said that um
Okay. Sorry, Mr.
all
Joseph.
right.
I think
Yes,
we
sir.
lost you. We lost you for some seconds. So probably you should just recap for us to
Okay.
know what you were saying.
All right. So I said that a mind of impact, right? I asked that what is the mind of impact? I said a mind of impact is the mind that gives value, right? So what then is a mind of influence? A mind of influence is a mind that has control over other people. Do you understand? But on a funny note is that, or an interesting note is that, you cannot have a mind of influence if you don't have a mind of impact. Until I have given value to you and I've had an impact in your life, I will not be able to become influential in your life. Do you get that, sir? Hello?
Mm,
Hello?
mm,
Did
mm,
you get
mm.
that?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I can hear you.
All right. All right. So I said, until you have created a mind of created a mind of impact, you cannot create a mind of influence. Now, the moment you have become influential, you will start making income. Once people recognize you for something, it's like you're asking, what is the mind of income? How do you create a mind of income? It's a mind that knows how to earn, how to make the money. Do you understand? That's the mindset that you need to have. Creating that mindset of making money. But you need to become impactful. While you are impactful, you are becoming influential. And in the process of being influential, that you can control other people's
Mhm.
willpower, you will make money. So that is the effect that many businesses have on their customers today. Hello. So someone wants to go to the what's it called, the a provision store, and the person says, I want to buy Indomie. Do you understand? Meanwhile, the person most likely want to buy something else, but because he or she has been conditioned to feel that Indomie is is the name for every noodles. Do you understand? And the person
Mhm.
goes for that particular brand. Do you understand? And you have some people that say that I want to buy close up. They feel that close up is the name of all the toothpaste, and it's because that brand has been a way, has in a way influenced their thinking, that they can just their willpower has been controlled. So when they get to the store, they just say that thing that is in their head, and it boom. They pay for something that they most likely would have not planned to pay for. So after looking at all this, I said, how then? What are the stages of creating a mind of impact, influence, and income? What are the stages? What are the stages of creating a mind of impact, influence, and income? I said what? Putting into consciousness a life of impact, influence, and income. That's one of the stage. That's the first thing you need to do. You need to put yourself in the consciousness that you want to create a mind of impact, influence, and income. If you do not put that thing in your consciousness, that this is what I want to do, this is how I want to um see myself in the next couple of years, that I should be a person of value. I should be a person of influence. I should be earning money in a big time. So you need to condition yourself to such thinking. You need to condition yourself to such thinking. And I said what? I believe it's Stephen Covey in Seven Habits of Highly Effective People, when he said that things are created twice. You create one in your mind, then create one on the physical. Do you understand? So once you put a mind, the consciousness in you that you want to create a mind of impact, influence, and income, once that thing is in your consciousness that this is what you want to do, it has been created in your mind. Now it is to bring that thing in your mind to life. Do you get it? It's to bring that thing that you already have in your mind. You want to bring it to life. So nothing comes
Exactly.
like that. Nothing comes like that. You have to think about it, right? To the spiritual man inside of me, let me just say this. So he said, what? As a man thinketh in his heart, so is he. Which means that it is what you are thinking inside of you that will reflect that outside. So when you want to create a mind of impact, create a mind of influence, create a mind of income, put yourself in that consciousness that this is what I want to do. Start programming yourself that this is what I want to do. Don't even worry about how it's going to happen. Just start, put it. In fact, if you want to build a mansion, just get the picture on Google, paste it at the top of your bed, and wake up every morning, look at that building, that this is the building I want to build for myself, or whatever. Do you understand? If you have a different things, your goals and everything, that you just paste it somewhere that every day you read it out to yourself. Consciously or unconsciously, you are creating that thing in your mind, and with time you are going to have it in the physical. But
Exactly.
if you do not create it in your mind, you can never have it in the physical.
Wow. Mr. Joseph. So
Yeah.
if you are having value, you are getting value. Type value in the comment section, because I'm really jotting a lot of things. If you are getting value, type value in the comment section. Wow, it's getting so interesting right now. And if you have questions, put your question in the comment section, and I'm going to put it up there for our answer the question. Okay, you can write down, Mr. Joseph.
Oh, thank you very much. So, like I said earlier, things are created twice. Build it in your what's it called? Your subconscious, then make it come to life. When I thought of creating a studio, right? I knew what I wanted, right? I was creating a studio in a rural environment, right? And what I thought of creating was something that I knew that it could be hard to accept that this person is creating this studio in this environment, and he wants to charge this so amount for a section or whatever. Do you understand? And I knew that it could be hard. Do you understand? But I don't want to care about whether how hard it is, how hard it's going to be. I want to care about what is in my head, bringing it out to life. And I know that once I put myself in that consciousness that this is the thing that I want for myself, I'm going to get it. Anything, anything can be achieved that way. Anything that anyone wants to become, he or she needs to live inside of that dream, breathe inside that dream, sleep and wake up inside that dream. Do you understand? So until such person have done all these things, such person might not begin that first stage of creating a mind of impact, influence, and income. And the second thing that I wrote down here is start where and with what you have. Start where you are and with what you have. Don't wait till you have so much before you create an impact. Don't wait till you have so much before you become influential. Don't wait
That's
till
right.
you have so much before you start earning. Start where you are. It does not really matter. I started shooting a movie with my phone. I started photography by I started shooting wedding events with somebody else's camera. Do you
Mm.
understand? And you
Mm.
don't need to have anything to start anything. What you just need to have is the mind of someone that want to start. That consciousness is the first thing. You don't need to have any money to start a business. That's the kind of thing I like telling people. You don't need to start have money to. I listened to what's it called, an audio podcast by Reverend Sam, and he was talking about um was it I think he called it social capital, when he said your integrity can help you to acquire the money that going to the bank to borrow loan would not be able to do for you. So he said that if you have integrity, you can go to someone and tell the person that, please, I want to start a business, but I don't have money. Can you give me your product? Let me sell this thing, and I will give you the money from the money that you are supposed to get for your product by this so day. Once I'm able to make all the sales ready. I don't know if I'm making any sense, please. Hello.
Go on, sir. You're making
All right.
sense.
So yeah, so that
Yeah, I can hear you,
integrity
sir.
alone, that integrity alone is enough to start anything that you want to start.
All
A
right.
whole lot
If
of
we
people are
can
not even
hear Mr. Joseph, let's type one in the comment section.
a whole lot of people lack that integrity. A whole lot of people. Do you understand? You are not even sincere to yourself. If you want to start where you are with what you have, you need to have that thing called integrity, that people can trust you and say that, okay, let me give this person my 2,000 naira, let me give this person my 2 million naira, let me give this person my 200,000 naira, or whatever. Do you understand? If you don't have that integrity, you cannot become that person that you want to become. So starting where you are and with what you have means that what you need to also look at your closest barrier entry point. This is one thing that I learned from a friend, and I have been using it ever since. Your closest barrier entry point. What is your closest barrier entry point? This your closest barrier entry point is that thing, that place that is very close to you, that you can use to leverage on where you need to get to. Yeah, your closest barrier entry point is that place that is closer to you to leverage on where you want to get to in life. Don't wait for Dangote to help you. Don't wait for Tedola to help you. There is an Otedola beside you. It could be your brother, it could be your cousin, it could be your sister, it could be your nephew, your aunt, your father, your sister, your neighbor, someone that likes you already. Do you understand? That person could be the entry point you need. Let me share an experience with you. When I was trying to organize my Camera is Me program, yeah, a yearly program I do, and
Mhm.
in Abia State, I was confused on where to start because I felt that that place is a strange environment. I don't know anybody. Which school do I want to start working into and telling them that okay, my name is Joseph and I'm a youth corps member serving in Abia State. I came from Lagos and I want to organize an event in your school. It doesn't work that way. They will just look at this person is unserious. Nah, get out of here. Do you understand that kind of expression? So I needed a solution to that problem because it is not so easy to break into an environment that you have little leverage on, you have little or no influence in. You want to break into such environments, you need to go to the people that have control of such environments. So I when I contacted a friend, he mentioned that closest barrier entry point. Then I realized that that is the best way to even create that mind of impact, influence, and income. That
Mm.
closest barrier entry point is that person that has the direct key to where you are going to.
Mm.
Someone said that you only need 3 calls, 3 or 4 calls to reach the president of America, right? Which means that you just need to call somebody that you know in America. The person that you call in America, that knows somebody in the government house, that person need to call the president. Do you understand? You just need 3 or 4 calls. You are 4 calls away from the president of America. But if you do not call that first person that will make that call through to the second person, you will never get where you want to get to.
Mm.
So
Mm.
I
Mm.
I
Mm.
I, I looked at it that and I said, okay. So when I called him, he told me that I should go through my closest barrier entry point. Where is my closest barrier entry point? I was a youth corper serving in a private school. Then I realized that the program I wanted to organize was for private schools. The closest barrier entry point was was the school that I was teaching, which means that I needed to start at home. I needed to start where I was, where I knew that I already built a form of influence. That people know me and they say, that is Copper Joseph, that is this person. If they do not know me, they will not accept me. So because they knew me, they gave me a slot to speak to the students. And that was the first opportunity I had. So when I
Wow.
knew that I've gotten this opportunity, I took that the picture that I have taken while speaking at the my PPA center and took it to the other school and said, look at this school, they accepted me to speak. I didn't introduce it that this is my PPA center. I just told them that I have organized this program and this school accepted me, right? And your students will benefit from this thing because the students already benefited. So if you are going to allow me speak to your students, this is and this will happen. Do you understand? And that was it. I had about 12 to 16 schools that accepted that way. In a space of 2 to 3 months, I'd covered all those schools. So that closest barrier entry point I used in conquering over 12 to 16 schools was my PPA. So you need to
Mm.
ask yourself, what is that thing that you need to leverage on that is closer to you, but and it has the opportunity to getting you to where you need to get to. Like I
Mm.
said earlier, you are just 4 calls away. Just 4 calls away. You are just 4 calls away from your helper sef. Sometimes it can be 2 calls, sometimes it's just one,
Exactly.
right? So you need to be sure, of the kind of people that you have around you. That's the first one. You need to be sure of the kind of people that you have around you. Please don't be the richest person in your carcass. Don't be the richest person, don't be the smartest person. In fact, no matter how intelligent you are, be the dullest. That kind of being a such this kind of environment whereby you feel like a fool, no matter how intelligent you are, because of the kind of intelligent people that you gather around you.
Mm.
Do you get it? So
Mm.
if you have intelligent people that you guys have intelligent conversation, these things shift. It create a mental shift for you. That paradigm shift that you need, it will create it for you. When you watch your carcass, start where you are with what you have, your closest barrier entry point. Look at it and get to where you want to go to. Now, the last thing that I get, because I had to create it in 3 points, and the last point that I have here is fail forward. Fail forward.
Mm.
Don't be scared to fail, but be sure that while you are failing, you are moving forward. So you are failing
Mm.
forward. You are not failing and staying in one place. You are failing and knowing that, okay, this is what I did, that I made the wrong step. If I do it this way, I should get it right. So you are failing forward. You have made a mistake. Yes, correct. You have made a mistake. But while you have made that mistake, you are moving forward with it. You are not stopping there. You are with this mindset that you want to make that actual change for your life. And if
mm,
you do not have the mindset of failing forward, you will just fail and remain stagnant where you are. I read about the interview of what is it called, of Thomas Edison, where he was asked that, oh, sir, you failed. You had 9,999 account of failures while creating this light bulb. And he said,
mm,
no, I did not have 9,999 thousand ways of what is it called, or mistakes or whatever. Do you understand? Instead, he said he had 9,999 ways of not doing it wrong. Do you understand? He's not seeing that failure as a problem. He's seeing that failure as a way not to do it. So you have failed at a thing, you see it as a way of not doing that thing. Don't see it as something that should hold you down. So you fail, but move forward. Keep moving. Keep moving. Don't allow anything to keep you standing. Rather, don't even try it. Don't allow anything to hold you down. Just keep moving. Keep moving. Don't stop. Don't worry about anything that any other person is saying. Just keep moving. Keep moving, and you will get to wherever you want to get to. There's a quote by W.F. Kumi that I love so much, and I believe that many other persons must have said it before. And he said that experience is not the best teacher. Observation is.
mm.
Don't experience foolishness and say that you enjoy learning from your own experience. Why not observe every other person? And the best way to observe people is by reading biographies, books of these people experience, that the amount of failures that they have made, and make sure that you are not making the same mistakes. Experience is never the best teacher, my brother. Observation is. Until you have observed what you need to do and what you need not to do, you might not make the progress you need. I believe that with all these things, anybody that intends to create that paradigm shift that they deserve, of creating a mind of impact, influence, and income, once they do these three things highlighted, they would make a tremendous change in their life. If I have a tremendous change in their life, it has worked for me and it's still working for me. It's a principle that I work on, and I believe that anybody that tries it would have that change that they deserve. I wrote out a quote that I would like to share with people, and I said, um, influencing, influencing, influencing does not happen until one have gained that let me rephrase it. Influencing does not happen until you have created a sustainable paradigm shift. Influencing does not occur until you have created a sustainable paradigm shift. And your paradigm shift is not something that you just need to just have once. It's a learning process. It's a learning curve, something that will continue with you forever. You keep improving every day. Just as myself, I cannot stop. I keep improving every day. I need to keep reading. In my own field of filmmaking, photography, or writing, or whatever thing that I do, I need to keep improving. Do you understand? And that is the way I can only build that shift that I need. That's the only way I can influence. Because influencing actually supersede everything. Once you have built that mind of influencing people, that you control their mindset, you'll be able to what? Make money. Because that's the end result of everything. Once you can control people mindsets, once you know that people are waiting for you. Ah, I can't wait for this person to talk. I can't wait for this person to write. I can't wait for this person to dish out that content that he or she always dish out. Once you have been able to do all these things right, the money that you are going to make, you might not be able to accumulate it. Please, I think I'll just stop here before I explode. Hello.
Okay, sorry. The network was trying to play his own, but the God that we serve has
Ah.
conquered it. And honestly, this is an amazing one. Perlet Cassell said, "This is good. Wow. I hope you can see that
I can't see that.
on the
Ah.
screen, Mr. Joseph. Uh, so, if you have any question, and our speaker will be here to answer. Please put it down. Wow, Mr. Joseph, this is an amazing one. This is an amazing one. Can you
Thank
hear me,
you.
Mr. Joseph?
Yes, I can. I can.
Hello.
Yes, I
Okay, can you hear
can.
me, Mr. Joseph? All
Yes,
right.
I can.
Okay. All right. Let me start by asking. Let me start by asking my own question. Okay. Before I do that, Prelate Cassell is okay. Let me put the question up
Okay.
there.
Oh, okay.
All right. Prelate Cassell said, "How can we contact the speaker?" Prelate Cassell, are you asking me? All right. Let me know if you are asking me so that. All right. Okay. Let me see that. How can we
I
contact
believe
the speaker? Yes,
you
we
are in
can.
control of that. You are in control of that. Anything you decide from your end, you are in control.
Yeah. Um, After this session, I'm gonna forward. All right. All right. I'm gonna forward the speaker's contact to you. All right. Here's my own question. Um, Now
Okay.
we, for example, want to. Okay. Okay. I'm seeing something here.
Okay. Do you speak to the younger generation to teach them early? If they get this right, it
Yeah.
will
If they get it
help
right.
them. um. Hello.
Them
Hello.
early. Hello, hello. Can you hear me, sir?
Yes, I can hear you.
I believe she's asking a question. Do you speak to the younger generation to teach them early? So,
Yeah, that's the essence of creating the camera is me. The program I said I organized for I organized during my youth service here, and it's an annual event that I do for younger people. And the essence is just on this same paradigm shift. Everybody must have a change of mind. Do you understand? So it might not be tied to paradigm shift. Do you understand? But it is still the same principle of having a paradigm shift. Do you understand? Because if they do not get it early, it might get wrong for them. So the earlier they do, the better for them. You you are one of the luckiest in your generation, my brother, and you can look at some of the people that you grew up with and compare yourself. Like look at yourself deeply and you can feel the difference between how your life has changed and how that person's life has changed. And the only thing that's influenced you that much is because of the mind shift that you have given yourself to have. So I believe that catching them young is good. You understand? It is one thing that we as as young people have done for ourselves also. And if we can help other people, I think we should extend that help to those people. I believe I've answered that. I trust that I've answered that.
yeah. All right. Okay. Brother Cassell said this was amazing value. Thanks very much.
Thank you, Ma. Thank you very much, Ma, for engaging all through. Thank you very much, Ma.
All right. Here's my question. Now,
Okay.
for example, you've determined that you want to create a paradigm shift, but the people around you are not the type of people that you can be able to focus on your vision. So, is it right for you to let them discard them, or there's a strategy for you to be able to leave that kind of community in order for you to focus on what you want to do?
See, um, someone said it's lonely at the top, right? It's the same way of saying the journey to success is a lonely journey. And if you
Okay.
intend to pull the crowd along with you, you will not go anywhere because there will be too much load for you to carry. So if you know that the kind of people that you surround yourself with don't even have that value adding principle that will move your life forward, just cut them off. There is no need of no sentiment, please. It's your life that we're talking about here. Anything that happens to your life, you are the only one that is responsible for it. And
Mm.
so that you don't become old today and start regretting that I didn't know I would have cut this friend off. Just call that person now. And you understand when the person tell you that covenant, you are now proud, you don't really move with us again, you do this, you do that, please. Now sorry the person go collect. Do you understand? You can't really, please, you can't do more than saying my apologies. Do you understand? I've been busy with a whole lot of things. Do you understand? And don't force yourself to move with them. Separate yourself from them and build good and better network for yourself and not those people that you move with.
Wow, this
I
this is
believe
this is an
I've given
amazing
answer.
one. Yeah, you've
Thank
answered the
you very much.
question. Wow, this
Thank
is an
you.
amazing one. I've really gotten value. Like, you are a value done, and I really appreciate for coming to this platform. Wow,
Thank you very much
see,
for having me.
my 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 book is already filled up already. So value value loaded. Like, it's wow. A mind of impact is mind of value. I wrote a lot of things down. A mind of influence. I really wrote it, especially the closest barrier entry point. Wow, that one got me, and I really this is a very, very amazing session with Mr. Joseph. And if there are
Thank
other
you.
questions that you want to ask Mr. Joseph, you feel free to write down in the comment section, so that our speaker will be able to answer. And if you're watching live, type hashtag live in the comment section. And if you're watching the replay, type hashtag replay. So this is an amazing session with Mr. Joseph. We really appreciate. Now, if you want to reach out to Mr. Joseph, feel free. I don't know. Do you have anything to say, Mr. Joseph? Anybody that want to anybody that want to connect with you? So I don't know.
uh, I believe that if they send you a private message, right, you can easily do that.
Okay, Perles Cassell said, "Do you have a book?"
Yes. Thank you for answering that question. I have a book that I'll be releasing very soon, and I'm going to be releasing it on the 28th of May. On the 20th of May, and it's titled Down the East. It's a journey through self-discovery that I had. A whole lot. I trust that it's going to be a mind-changing piece for anybody that will read it. I am I'm so proud of that book. I am so proud of a whole lot of reviews that I've gotten from it. I really cannot. I just want you guys to even read it first for you to know what is inside that book. It's value loaded. Trust me, value, 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 exceptional value.
Wow, that's an amazing one. That's so. On the 28th of May, that means you're going to be launching a book, and I can't wait to read it. I can't wait to read it. It's an amazing one. It's an amazing one. All right. I noticed that some people did not reach out to StreamYard so that they can be able to come on the StreamYard platform, because I can't see some comments. But I'm gonna go back. I'm going to check out the comment section and see whether there's any question. And our if there's any question coming up, our speaker will come live and handle those questions. We're super excited that you're here, Mr. Joseph, and thank you for the
Thank you
value
very
that you've
much.
given us. Please,
Thank you.
if you had value and you've enjoyed yourself, you have gotten a paradigm shift. Just type hashtag paradigm shift in the comment section, because I have a mentorship right now. Pellet Cassell say congratulations and all the best, sir.
Thank you
Amazing
very
one.
much, Ma. Thank you very much, Ma. I'm grateful.
All right, so we just come
All
your
right.
way. Thank you, Mr. Joseph, and
Thank
have
you very
a
much.
good time. Thank you,
Yes,
sir.
and good night. Thank you.
All right, sir.
Yeah.
Woo! Amazing one. All right, everybody. It's have a nice time and thank you. And this is a celebration galore. Thank God it's a